Carats from Caryn, August 2026 audio newsletter. Disclaimer. Before we begin, if you are experiencing mental health challenges, please consult your physician or call 911. This newsletter is intended for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional mental health treatment or medical advice. Welcome. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the August edition of Carats from Caryn, your monthly newsletter focused on mental health and wellness. August often feels like a bridge between seasons, a time of beginnings and endings. Whether you're preparing for a new school year, returning from summer travels, or simply settling into a new routine, this month invites us to pause and reflect. Before we dive into the busyness ahead, I'd like to ask you a simple question. Who are we showing up as, and who do we want to be? This month, we're exploring the social dynamics that shape our everyday interactions. Much of how we communicate is influenced by our upbringing, culture, values, and life experiences. Together, we'll take a closer look at these familiar patterns and consider whether they truly reflect our authentic selves. This isn't about changing overnight. It's about becoming more aware, staying open to new perspectives, and recognizing how our interactions influence both our own lives and the lives of others. Scripture and inspiration. This month's quote comes from Ralph G. Nichols. The most basic of all human needs is the need to understand and be understood. The best way to understand people is to listen to them. Listening is how we meet people where they are, not where we assume they are. Our scripture comes from James, chapter 1, verse 19. Be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. As we move through this month, may these words encourage us to listen with patience, respond with wisdom, and lead with compassion, opening the door to social dynamics. Have you ever stopped to think about the hidden patterns behind your everyday conversations? As a psychotherapist, I see social dynamics as the expectations, both spoken and unspoken, that shape our relationships and how we interact with one another. This month, we're introducing several important relationship dynamics, including nice versus kind, tolerant versus accepting, agreeable versus honest, helpful versus enabling, able versus willing, transactional versus transformational relationships. Rather than labeling one side as good and the other as bad, I invite you to simply notice the differences. Reflection creates space for growth. Featured topic, nice versus kind. One of the greatest misconceptions many of us learn growing up is that being nice is always the goal. Smile. Keep the peace. Don't rock the boat. But being nice and being kind are not the same thing. A phrase I'd like you to remember is this. Nice asks, how do I keep everyone comfortable? Kind asks, what is the most respectful and truthful thing to do? Niceness often comes from wanting approval or avoiding conflict. Kindness comes from empathy, integrity, and genuine care. Sometimes kindness requires difficult conversations because real growth rarely happens when truth is avoided. The hidden cost of being too nice. When we're overly focused on being nice, we may unintentionally withhold what others truly need. At work, avoiding honest feedback may protect someone's feelings today, but it can prevent their growth tomorrow. In friendships, quietly pointing out something that might embarrass someone later is an act of kindness. At home, constantly saying yes when you're emotionally exhausted often leads to resentment. Setting healthy boundaries is one of the kindest things you can do, for yourself and for those you love. 3 ways to choose kindness. Here are 3 simple practices to try this month. First, speak the truth with warmth. Honesty and compassion can exist together. Second, become comfortable with brief moments of discomfort. Before avoiding a difficult conversation, ask yourself whether you're protecting someone else or simply avoiding your own discomfort. And finally, honor your boundaries. Saying no when your plate is full isn't selfish. It allows you to fully show up for the commitments you choose to make. Remember, niceness may keep the surface smooth, but kindness builds trust. Transactional versus transformational relationships. Another important distinction is the difference between transactional and transformational relationships. Transactional relationships often operate like scorecards. They keep track of who did what and expect something equal in return. Transformational relationships are different. They are built on trust, generosity, shared purpose, and mutual growth. Instead of asking, "What do I get back?" transformational relationships ask, How can we grow together? These relationships become stronger through grace, understanding, and long-term investment in one another. Building healthier relationships. Every relationship is shaped by our boundaries, values, expectations, and willingness to grow. Respect honors another person's boundaries. Acceptance allows people to be who they are without expecting them to fit our mold. Honesty values truth over temporary comfort. Being helpful encourages growth, while enabling removes responsibility. And finally, being able is different from being willing. Ability reflects what we can do, while willingness reflects what we choose to do from the heart. These distinctions may seem small, but together they have a profound impact on the quality of our relationships. Closing reflection. As we close this month's newsletter, I encourage you to spend a few quiet moments reflecting on your own relationships. Where have you been choosing comfort instead of honesty? Where might kindness require courage? And how can you build relationships that create lasting growth instead of simply keeping score? Healing is not merely the absence of struggles, it is the development of insight and wisdom. When we thoughtfully use life's challenges as opportunities for growth, we create not only healing for ourselves, but a legacy of wellness for generations to come. Thank you for joining me for this month's edition of Carats from Caryn. If today's message resonated with you, please share it with someone who may benefit from it. Be sure to subscribe to receive future editions of Carats from Caryn and visit Life Directions to explore our workshops, mental health resources, and upcoming educational events. Until next month, listen with intention, lead with kindness, and continue pursuing wellness every day. Polished like pearls, strengthened like diamonds, with you in pursuit of wellness, Caryn Ayers.